Baloo was a pretty intense place. Drama was coming my way from a couple different females. As a result, of those beefs, it's something that you can't help depending on who you is. I do want to get into this though. I say maximum security because the way that we entered the building was very, like, they ain't play about you sneaking something in that's contraband to them. That's a cell phone, that's a knife, that's a gun, that's whatever that you could use. And you could use a lot of things as a weapon, but a lot of different things that you would literally use as a weapon that is a weapon, and being as though it was a lot of hoods that was from Southeast and in that area and that may have had problems with each other or whatever the case is, they had to do it like that because it could get nasty. I want to tell y'all the procedure that we went through to get into the building, and the main reason why I want to tell y'all that is because it's been a lot of school shootings, right? And if you realize, it's a lot of majority white, or it's a low amount of minority that go to them schools, right? And they have argued about having more security in those schools, right? They have argued about metal detectors and all of that, and some parents actually said, isn't that going too far? To answer that question, no, that is not going too far, because think about it, and I'll tell you, okay? Think about this. If that's going too far, and we had, alright, you walk in, and they only let a certain amount of people in, at a time. You walk in, you got to take off the obvious things, your jacket, your book bag, your purse, or whatever the case is, your books. Put them in the x-ray machine. So that's one thing, the x-ray machine. You can't sneak nothing through the x-ray machine. I don't care how hard you try, you cannot do it, right? X-ray machine. So then you have to check in. Now, to check in, you had your little ID. If you didn't have your ID, it's like a number on it that you're supposed to either memorize or write down or whatever. They can look up, and of course they know you, but you got to go through that to be able to walk in. You can't just walk in, you know what I'm saying? And in some schools, you literally can just walk in. You got on the blue shirt or the white shirt, whatever shirt you wear, whatever, and you not even enrolled there. That's dangerous, and a lot of schools is like that. After you check in, I told y'all the obvious things that you got to put on the x-ray machine, but that's not all. You got to take your shoes off, put them on the x-ray machine, and let those go through too. Yeah, it was like that, because you know what you can put in the inner sole? You could put a gun clip, you could put a knife, you could put an ice pick, whatever, in the sole of your shoe or whatever. However, right? After you do that, and mind you, they don't care if it's raining outside and the rain get tracked in and then your socks get wet. They don't care about nothing like that, okay? So it's not no use in complaining about it. It is what it is. After that, you go through the metal detector situation, and you get wanded as well. Okay, so you get wanded up, you put your arms up. Y'all know how this shit go. If you don't, you look up some shit. After you get wanded, they pat you down as well. You think I'm playing? I'm not. They make sure that they pat your ankles. If you got weave in your hair, they do like this and things. If you got dreads, they tell you to take down your dreads. You know what I'm saying? It's serious. I remember one time a dude actually tried to sneak a gun through his dreads. I guess he had long dreads and he like stuck it in there some type of cool way. And it's not cool, but you know what I'm saying? the lengths that people went to hide something and to, sneak something into the school, it was some great lengths now. But he got caught, right? So after all that, you put your stuff back on. Mind you, it was so crazy. Like, everybody was moving everywhere. Somebody stole my coat one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got hectic around that area. Overall, I think that the stigma that you can't learn nothing in Baloo, it really made me mad. Like, cause it came from a lot of outsiders or people that didn't want to learn nothing. Like, I was very defensive over that aspect of Baloo because, if you apply yourself and you actually, like, even if you think the curriculum is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It's too easy, whatever. Do that shit, Ain't no excuse. Like, it ain't no excuse to not get your work done. To complete that work and to get good grades, it's a good thing no matter where you are. I feel like people thought that Baloo was all special ed or something. Like, it's some actual scholars here. It's some actually damn good teachers in this bitch. One class that I didn't like was botany, right? I think I had botany twice and failed it. I don't know how to pass botany. Botany is the study of plants or the science of plants, and I'm not into that. So my focus, you know what I'm saying? And to combine that with, interesting people in the class, that really made me not want to really care about what it was about. And I didn't know that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, like, throughout the whole class, I'm like, damn, like, this really is a thing, Like, the science of plants. Like, I know that. But I'm used to, like, give me the condensation and the, you know what I'm saying? Give me that shit. I know that shit. The precipitation and the, whatever, right? But it was some damn good teachers in there. And, she was a good teacher no matter if I didn't care about what was being told or taught. What I learned from Baloo the most really wasn't what the teachers taught me, though. It was really preparing me for the outside world. It was really preparing me for life after high school. If you think about it, that's what school is about. Like, yes, it's about focusing on the work, doing the work, and getting the fuck out of there, graduating, right? But it's also about understanding the different characteristics of people, really building yourself up to know exactly who you are, and learning that from the experiences that you had in that certain place. I was there for all 4 years, and during that 4 years, it was just certain things that I couldn't forget. Certain people's personalities that are almost engraved in my mind. The people that are the scholars, the people that a lot of people call the nerds. I respected them because they had a whole nother focus. They did what it took on a whole nother level, of staying out the way. And they did have they one little clique, You will get in less shit and you will stay out the way more if you don't hang around a lot of people, and you don't hang around a lot of people that aren't focused on the same thing. There are the people that hung in the hallways a lot and barely went to class. And the main thing that I took from them was I always looked at them and thought, like, damn, I wonder if they thinking about how their life gonna be after this. I'm thinking about myself at 19, 20, 21, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna be getting into and how I'm really gonna be applying myself in the world. I wonder if they thinking about that. In order to apply yourself in life, you have to apply yourself in every situation that you in. If you in school, you gotta apply yourself. That's just it. You have to apply yourself. The people that crack jokes a lot, they was in class but wasn't really in class. I learned that you can be somewhere and nowhere at the same time. And you could be where you're supposed to be and not doing much at the same time. And with myself, I just learned how to really be confident without being cocky, knowing exactly who I am. And when I come in contact with people who try to tell me who I am, it just rolls off, you know what I'm saying? Because I know. I've even gotten into situations after high school and I had to really remember exactly who the fuck I am. You know, I really had to remember how strong I am and what I've really been through and what I've seen and how people reacted to certain things, and nothing good happened for both of them. Coming from Baloo, I really take everything just like how coming from Berry Farms taught me a lot and made me the person that I am today. You know, it made me really grow instead of tearing me down. It really made me know that I want better. I want to either be at a certain point where I don't have to be around nobody to feel accepted, to feel like I've achieved something, to feel like I need some type of notoriety. I only need me, you know? That's what I learned at the very end. Like, I only need me. And yeah, I was happy to see certain folks make it to that point too. Shit, I was happy to see everybody make it to that point. That did make it to that point. And it was certain people that got sent back in high school, and once you finish in high school, you will know what type of person you is. And from there, you can move forward in a direction that you feel is necessary. I didn't go to college, and I'll get into that in another video. A lot of people have a lot of different paths, and college may not be on your path. And one thing I want to say about that is don't let nobody shame you about it. You know, what I will say is take at least a year or 6 months to a year to really evaluate what you want to do. Be productive during that time, but really think it out. Because once you get into college and you signing papers and you get in a situation and on a contract and all of this, it ain't really no going back from that. And I'm the type of person where I like commitment, but a lot of that shit got to be on my terms. And education should never be exactly on somebody else's terms, you know? Yeah, I got to follow the guidelines as far as the school goes once I sign up, but I'm talking about like the legal side of that. You know, it can have you in a bind for a long time, and I'm not really with that. Just really evaluate, number one, who you want to be, where you want to go in life, what's your dreams. Write that shit down. Don't let nobody stop you from making it through high school. And I know it's hard, especially one thing that I seen was it was more harder for males to finish. And you know, a lot of it was because of hood beef, and it's hard to get away from that sometimes. You know, most of the times it is hard to get away from that without it coming to a head, and without, you know, somebody having to go to another school, etc. But it is a lot of online situations as far as that goes, and getting your GED if you do feel the need to drop out. So, you know, I would just say stay focused, and I will have more videos talking about Baloo and talking about my experiences, but this will be all for now. If you do like the longer videos and the story times, make sure that you like this video. I upload every other day or every day. You will see this face, so make sure that you subscribe. Did I say like the video? And I will see y'all in the next one.